All right, Malpal, we have one more thing to do, and that is we are going to welcome on the president of the THSCW, do not forget the W, A's, in Miss Karyn Story. And Miss Story, are you there?
Yes, how are you?
Doing well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you are actually in a car right now on the way down to the THSCA convention, correct?
Yes, that's right. We are headed down. We just left Waco.
Fantastic. Well,
You're getting there.
best of luck with that. 35 is a thing. But Miss Karyn, we wanted to bring you on because mainly I think there might be some people out there that just don't know that the THSCWA exists. So kind of give us a little bit of backstory. You're the president right now of what the Wives Association is and what you guys do throughout the year.
Well, the Texas High School Coaches Wives Association is, of course, we are the wives of all the coaches in Texas. The organization was established in 1985. I have not been a part of the organization that long. Probably about 15 years I've been a part of this organization. We have recently become a new 501c3.
Oh, nice.
So that has been super exciting.
I wanted to ask you, your motto, it appears to be on the website, is standing beside our husbands and on and off the field, What was
Yes.
the goal, or like, I'm going to say motive or goal, but I said motive or goal in basically create, I read that you guys created this organization back in 1985. So what was the initial goal or motive when you wanted to create this organization?
So the initial goal was just to help support our husbands in the role that they play in Texas high school athletics. We offer scholarships to coaches' kids now. So that's the biggest thing that we do all year long. We look for sponsors and donations, and this year we are able to offer a larger number of scholarships to coaches' kids. So that's another thing that's exciting that we do. We also we have a bunch of different auction baskets that we auction off, and all of the proceeds go to the Texas High School Coaches Association Benevolence Fund.
I love
Man, that is awesome.
Yeah. And okay, I want to ask you this. So
Yes.
before we got on the phone with each other, I texted you and I said, "Hey, Karyn, I'm going to be the one that's calling you." By the way,
Yes.
I don't know if Ashley told you, but I am a Arlington High School graduate.
Yes,
for
so
those-
Coach Story is super excited.
I love
to hear
that. And for those of you that don't know that are watching this, Karyn is married to Coach Story, who is he the tight ends coach at Arlington High School? I know he's the JV tight
He
ends
is the
coach.
running backs coach now.
Running
at
backs
Arlington.
coach at
Yes.
varsity. Okay, I guess I looked something up wrong. But I wanted to ask you, when I was in high school, I remember Coach Story very clearly. I was a cheerleader back then, and I went to House of Pain in the summer almost every single. Well, I try to go every single day, but yeah, House of Pain. It's a big workout in the morning for pretty much
Yes,
any.
they still have House of Pain. It's still going strong.
Glad to hear that. Glad to
The
hear
PTSD
that.
in her eyes.
The PTSD. I'm shaking here. But I remember there was one specific day where I had a group, and Coach Story was the coach of that group, and he scared me. I was like, I better do well because he's gonna rip me a new one if I don't. He didn't know who I was, but I absolutely knew who he was for sure. Knowing what kind of a guy he was at House of Pain, I'm curious, how is he like off the field, and what is probably one of the sweetest things that he has done for you?
So he asked me what I was going to say. He does lots and lots of sweet things. You guys, if you went to Arlington, you know that he is super, super funny. I don't think he's funny because I've been around him so much. But I do have to say the sweetest thing that he does is when he talks to people about me being a coach's wife, he tells everybody that God picks special girls to be coaches' wives.
Absolutely.
I love that.
And kind of going off of that a little bit, what is it really like being a coach's wife? Is there really an off season?
Absolutely not.
I expected that answer.
Zero off season. We do have two boys, and our oldest is now going to be a sophomore at Arlington High. So
Oh,
now I have Coach Story and my son on the field.
Oh, that's awesome.
that's exciting too.
What is it like? So obviously you're sitting in the stands and you're watching him down there coach, and there are some coaches to where it's like they're very boisterous. You know, they're throwing their hands up, they're yelling. Some of them are very calm and collected. When do you know that maybe his buttons have been pushed a little bit?
I know when his buttons have been pushed, when his hands are behind his back and his hat is in his hand.
That's a really good one. I
That's
love that.
fantastic. And just one other thing that I wanted to ask, going back to the Wives Association, how beneficial has that been for you? Because like you said, there's absolutely no off season for coaches' wives, especially when you have young ones in the program as well. But to kind of have, I guess you could call it that sisterhood, you know, knowing that
there is absolutely a sisterhood. I am so excited we're getting down here a little bit early. We are actually meeting coaches and coaches' wives from all over the state of Texas that we have met since I've become a member of the Texas High School Coaches Wives Association.
What is y'all's plan for coaching school? What do y'all usually do down there?
Yeah, that's interesting.
We like to talk and we like to eat. The Wives Association, we do different huddle sessions. So we will have a Texas high school referee come and talk to the wives and give us a little bit of kind of like tips and tricks to know what they're doing out on the field. We have Bible study, and then on Monday morning we have a really nice muffins and mimosas brunch before our state meeting.
I'm going to speak for me and Ashley right now, and I'm going to say
you
we're
have an
going to be
extra
joining
invite?
you at some point, especially for those mimosas, because
You
that
gotta
sounds...
come see us. The wives are, we're all at the Grand Hyatt, which is right across from the convention center.
Perfect. Because I don't know about you, Pickle, but you know, I love being around those coaches, man. I do. But eventually I need my girls, right? You need your
Exactly.
girls. So if you don't mind, we may join you for a little bit out there.
You ladies, come on over. We would love to talk to you a little bit more about the Texas High School Coaches Wives Association.
Well, look at that. We made a new friend and we secured some mimosas at coaching school. Nothing to complain about here. Well, Miss Karyn, we can't thank you enough for joining us today, and we look forward to being able to hopefully help out with the Wives Association and get to learn more about everything that y'all do and appreciate everything that y'all do. So we, I guess we'll see you down in San Antonio.
Thank you so much, ladies, and congratulations on your new podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Hey,
Karyn.
safe travels. We'll
Appreciate
see you.
you.
We'll see you this weekend.